Hello, and welcome to Treasure Cache Labyrinth. This is another Touhou fan game that I've made a video on before, and I'm playing it again because I figured now that I do commentary, I might as well play these games again. And, fortunately, unlike Wonderful Waking World, I can go a lot lower with the background value, the BGM value and the SE value, so you actually can hear me. And yeah, I skimmed over that recording for Wonderful Waking World, and can like barely hear me, because unfortunately, the way this works, the input of my voice and the output of the game volume are like connected, so if I can't turn the music down low enough to where you can hear me, there's not really anything I can do about that, but you should be able to hear me now for this game. And yeah, another thing about this game crashes sometimes. In fact, it crashed when I was trying to boot it up a minute ago, so if this recording just stops, that's why. And, so I'm gonna play on normal mode because you may have noticed I've never actually gotten the extra stage unlocked, even though I've like posted like 2 videos of me beating this game on normal, and that's because apparently if you want to unlock the extra stage, you can't use this game's gimmick. And I'm playing as these two because I already made videos about these two. I'm gonna play as Reimu, and you gotta leave it behind. The stages will not include the treasure lantern system, so the item and option benefits will be completely unavailable. Are you okay with this? Yep. Now I'm gonna be real here. I'm not beating this game. I can't play video games when I talk. I was unable to beat Little Dog Queen in the Dreamlogical World on easy mode. And I wasn't able to beat Wonderful Waking World on normal mode when I talk, so in all likelihood, I'm not going to beat this. But if I do, I'll unlock the extra stage, which would be pretty cool. Except I'm probably never going to play it anyway, so. More games had an easy extra option, I'd try it. Just don't like doing extra stages. That's why the only extra stages I've done, like, were 18 and 17, because, like, going through 18 was a slog. Well, like, I did it because I wanted to get every card in that game, and it was the last thing I needed to do. It doesn't help that I actually like 18 a lot, so it wasn't that big of a deal having to play it so much. And then I did 17, because, you know, Saki's not that bad. It only took me, like less than 2 hours of practice or something like that to beat that stage. And I tried doing 16s, and I hated it, so I gave up pretty quickly. And then I tried 7s, and I could have done it if I'd practiced more, but I just didn't feel like it. Yep, there's a good chance, unless I happen upon some other games that have an easy extra, that the videos I've made of me doing extra stages are going to be the only ones that I end up doing. Nothing interesting in sight, huh? Yep. Gonna be nighttime soon, huh? Yep. You know, I could really go for dinner soon. Yes, whatever. I'll have to take a rain check on that one. Earth food would be nice, by the way. Hey, what are you two doing? Starving, mostly. Oh boy, it's Pink Sega. You're hungry, that's too bad. What, who are you? You look kind of like a god, but... What does a god look like, Reimu? I mean, I'm sure you know you're a shrine maiden. You can give a detailed description of how gods look compared to other characters. Yes, indeed, I'm a god of matchmaking. Matchmaking? Any old god can do that. It's my job, so I should know. Oh, really? The matches I can make are pretty impressive, though. How impressive? This impressive! It's a pretty nice stage 1 boss for me. Yeah, when I originally played this game, I looked up like the OST on YouTube, and the only versions available at the time were like versions from years ago, because the game's soundtrack has gone through like multiple phases. So the ones I listened to the most Or, like, not the ones from this actual game, because it's been changed slightly over time. But I think the versions that are actually played in this game have been uploaded to YouTube by this point, so I should probably go and try to listen to it at some point. So yeah, I don't really know what Tenchi's gimmick here is. She seems like she's got a pretty standard low range, but hopefully high power, I can't really tell, shot. Alright, this game does have last words. I think he's gotta shoot the hearts or something. Oh, whoops. Well, that's a good sign of what's to come, isn't it? There sure are some weird gods around here. Then again, all gods are weirdos in the first place. Hey, is that a soba vendor over there? Come on, Raven, let's go eat. Huh? Wow, it's like we got way luckier all of a sudden. Itchy maybe. Come on, quit standing around. Coming. I'm pretty hungry too, so let's grab a bite and go over our strategy afterwards. So actually trying to beat this game, I maybe shouldn't talk too much. But then if I don't talk and then still do bad, then I can no longer use the fact that I'm talking as an excuse for why I'm doing bad, so you'll never... Then you'll just find out that I'm in fact bad at video games now. It's the truth. I can't play video games anymore. It's sad timing. Yeah, I just ran straight into that. I really did just run straight into that. Oh boy. Anything in particular pop out, really. I've been spotted. Like heck, I'm gonna die here of all places. Whoa, the bugs are coming at me. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. Man, maybe I should have chosen Rainbow as a focus shot so I could do homing while I'm in focus, which is where I'm in 90% of the time because I rely on focus too much. This is not gonna go good. It's not gonna look good at all. So. Oh, Tenchi has Rainbow's stick thing from 14. That's funny. Just now noticed this. It's probably been happening the entire game, but you know, my ability to notice things is not up there. Yeah. Like the weird pairing of characters there on this game. You got Reimu and Tenchi. You got Marissa and Byakuren, and Sanai and Fuko. Ha ha ha, those peep squeaks don't stand a chance against me! That sort of thing must be really convenient for you Celestials, huh? Never underestimate a heavenly being! Big talk coming from someone who just rode up there on her parents' coattails. Hey, you over there. Is someone there? Just whose home do you think this is, huh? Oh, it's just some fairy. Let's trample her quick and move on, Reimu. You don't look like an average fairy. But at any rate, if you want to get out of your way, if you want us to get out of your way, your best option is to surrender. You're the ones who are going to be surrendering. This is like my home you're parting into. If you leave without any fuss, now's your chance. Oh, so this is your territory, then. Yeah, you're not getting out here scot-free. You two are in for an utterly miserable defeat. Say boop. Everyone loves a good bug. I guess this is... So if Tenchi's the focused form of Reimu, and I'm already playing the non-focused version of Reimu, this is basically just playing Reimu A in 14. But you know, Rainbow is a pretty good shot type. In fact, she's so good that she's the only one I would play in 14, because I refused to do experimentation with that game, because I just wanted it to end as quickly as possible. But then again, 14, you know, that game is quite a varying degree of effectiveness in its shot types. And Rainbow A was pretty good. I can't really tell what's going on here. I can't tell when the bullets start being able to hit me. Probably not until they stop being gray, but, you know, better safe than sorry. But now I'm out of bombs, so now I can't be better safe than sorry, because there's no more safe to not be sorry. Okay, this theme's pretty nice. I listen to it sometimes. I guess it is nice that the game does tell you what's a timeout spell and what isn't. Remember, there were a few times when I was playing Limit 4 where it's like, oh, this thing's a timeout spell, and I didn't realize until I used a bomb and it didn't take any damage. What? I got totally beat. Guess she was just some pipsqueak fairy after all. Hey, a fairy! Don't be stupid. I ain't got nothing to do with fairies. Mind telling us what you are then? There's no way I'd ever tell you. What's up with her anyway? Doesn't matter. Let's just move on. Yeah. I do wonder if not using the pagoda actually changed any of the dialogue at all. I don't remember if any of the dialogue had anything specific about the pagoda. And I wouldn't exactly be able to tell because I haven't read the dialogue for Rainbow Tenchi before. But even if I didn't, you know, it's also been like how many months since I played this game as the other two teams, so I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference even if I replayed a different team. I do wonder what's the logic behind the teams that were chosen in this game other than the developers wanted to use those characters. Like, was there any besides that? Because, like, Marissa and Byakuran are at least both magicians, so they have that in common. But, like, what does Sanai and Futo and Reimu and Tenchi have in common? You can dodge my Damaku, so you're like, yep. I don't even know why I bother to try to read this scrolling dialogue sometimes. Yep. Aw, geez, I didn't think she'd be involved here. She seemed like she knew something. Let's chase her down against the Mytho. This Tenchi knows this mysterious character. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm probably not going to finish this run because I almost let myself get hit there. That was pretty dumb. Yeah. Only got 3 lives here. One good thing about the pagoda is basically just give yourself 2 free lives at the start. And I don't know if I'll be able to finish without that wiggle room. And the fact that I'm talking. You know, Tenchi whacking people with her sword is nice, but doesn't have the same comedic value as Reimu slapping people with her stick. Ah, you're here. May I ask a question, ma'am? Is this really an incident after all? This sucks. Why do we have to go through her turf? She's like the worst. I apologize for the late introduction. My name is Umishigi no Seki. I am the representative administrator of Heaven's Oasis region. Good evening, ma'am. Oh, goodness me, if it isn't little Tenchi! You must have brought the Hakurei Shrine maiden here to help us, didn't you, dearie? Yep, went out of my way to get the most reliable ground dweller around, I'll have you know. Am I getting to the point? Sorry, I should get back on topic. These rumors down on the surface about a giant labyrinth. Yes? Well, an enormous ancient ruin appeared just past here a few days ago. We believe that these ruins most likely came from the outside world. Is this her Yukari's fault again? On top of that, there's a truly terrible miasma emanating from them. I can hardly remember the last time I've seen the Oasis this murky. I knew this was going to turn into a big hassle. So you've been purifying the Oasis, chasing off everyone who came up here to gawk. Yes, when I saw humans emerging from the ruins, even I was quite troubled. You have to mess around with boundaries gaps to get them back down to the surface from here, after all. So, like, did you know who did it? Can't be sure, but yeah, who done it? Is something the matter? No, we're just conversing. Is that so? Perhaps the two of you are planning to enter the Labyrinth beyond as well? Well, yes, we are. My word, oh, I just knew it. If the Hakurei Shrine Maiden has come all the way up here, then surely you have a plan to resolve the incident. Great, so we can move on. However, I must first see proof of your determination. What proof? Ah, I knew it. You must have made all of the hot-blooded Daimaku that I'll now put on display. Allow me to test whether you have the power to fight back against the unknown. So, this is a pretty cool boss. I am glad it's a stage 3 boss because I feel like if this gimmick was on a harder boss, it'd be more annoying. But since it's on a stage 3 boss, that would just kind of be a neat little addition. The gimmick hasn't even shown up yet, so will it show up now? Wow, Tenchi, you don't have damage, do you? Tenchi, what are you doing? We've become Sanic, and we must grab the air bubbles. You know, I, like, blanked out for a second, and I thought I got hit when it was actually a bubble. Right. Okay. The like, see-through bullets that don't actually hit you are kind of throwing me off a bit. Tenchi, if you want to do any damage, that'd be great. Was like the sword disabled for that one attack? That's why Tenchi was barely doing any damage. So, I've never actually tried before. Can you bomb out of drowning? I don't know. Oh, right. Don't want to be there. I want to use rainbow so I do not get sucked. That almost hit me, and then I wasted the bomb anyway! Woo! And out the timeout spell, oh boy. Yeah, I've heard of stage 4 bosses having timeout spells, but not stage 3 bosses. What's going on? Give me the bubbles. Oh boy! Oh god, that I ran directly into that. Honorably done, Miss Hakurei Shrine Maiden and little Tenchi. I think it wasn't too hard, but breathing was another thing entirely. I felt like I was going to suffocate partway through. That's because Miss Seki has the ability to control oxygen. Her affinity with other Celestials is terrible, so she's the only one capable of managing this region. It's a pretty scary power. Well, it's quite convenient, actually. For things like breaking down carbon dioxide or rendering wayward travelers unconscious. Eek. So, shall we go into the labyrinth now? Yeah, let's Oh, yeah. Alright, this is stage 4. You know what that means? This game begins to make me die a lot, probably. That's what stage 4 normally means. Try to die as less not die as try to not die. I cannot words. I am trying to say that I need to not die as much as possible. Which is kind of a weird sentence when you really think about it. So yeah, after I played this game, I'm not going to do it today, since I've already played this and Wonderful Waking World today, but I was going to play so that's a pretty nice part of the song, not gonna lie. Yeah, I've already played this, and I played Wonderful Waking World today, so probably not gonna play today, but at some point I'm gonna replay Legends of Harvest Wish or something? This is similar to what the name was. It's the only game I've done a video on that I haven't replayed yet. And I actually tried to download some free Touhou games that would be like pretty easy to install. By easy to install, I mean the English patch came with the actual patch, so I didn't have to do any like self-English patching. And I managed to find 2 games that were like that. So after I replay Legends of Harvest Wish, I'll play those 2 games. And then after that, I don't know. I don't know if I'll play any more Touhou band games, because then I'll probably have to start playing games that have a bit more to be set up. And I'm pretty dumb when it comes to setting things up, I'm not gonna lie. I am bad at computers. It's a pretty unique stage, isn't it? We have reached the I don't know what to talk about stage, which is probably a good thing if I actually would beat this. Because, you know, when I try to talk about things, I focus on trying to talk about things, and I don't focus on the game. Which I think was quite evident when I played Labyrinth 3, and I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about. And I kept getting hit. Got hit by Iozane like 5 times. This place smells really dingy. I hate to say it, but even my pathfinding skills might be at a loss. And absolutely nobody was surprised. And it... Geez, if only there was someone in here. I'll even take a cave dweller at this point. You there! Have you also lost, travelers? Pretty much, you know. There we are! Hey you, this stupid labyrinth is way too big, can't you shrink it or something? Wait, are you? Alas, I cannot shrink it. More floors await beneath this one, so I advise you to proceed downward. Are you one of the residents here? Resident? Oh, so that's how I appear to you. To be more precise, I was the architect of these ruins. Seriously? You built something this ancient? I mean, it makes sense, this girl's a bona fide Buddha. I've never seen one up close before. Oh, so you're familiar with me. What would a Buddha be doing in a dingy place like this? Good question. With a building this old, I bet everyone outside must have forgotten about her. She must have been in the outside world before Gensokyo even existed. Before we Celestials even moved in, at that. So she's faded from lack of faith, huh? The man I provided guidance to wasn't the sort to forget about me. Yeah, sure, I bet he was a real lowlife. Is that how these things work? At any rate, she's the architect, which means she's our first suspect for whatever's going on in here. So you wish to play a Dolmaku game? Yeah, the Hakurei Shrine Maiden exists to exterminate troublemakers like you, after all. You want to talk? Humanity is so terribly foolish. Very well, I too shall confirm whether you are truly the chosen ones. For your world against Tokyo has scant little time left. Man, so many of these fan games have to have such big stakes, don't they? Last one was like, oh, then Tokyo's gonna flood! And this one is, oh, it's gonna be destroyed by spoilers. Like, man. And then when you think about it, most, like, actual Touhou games, like, there's some incidents, like, you know, they say, okay, they're pretty big stakes, but a lot of them was like, oh boy, something's not right. If this continues, things might get slightly inconvenient. Rainbow better go do it. But she doesn't for several weeks because she's lazy, which really goes to show the incident probably wasn't that big a deal. But Rainbow needs to solve it because it's her job. And if she won't solve it, then Marissa will yell at her, like she did that one time. No one wants to be yelled at Marissa. No one wants to be yelled at by Marissa. She probably gets very loud and whiny. Yeah, I remember this boss has one specific attack that's really unique, but other than that, I don't know anything else about this boss fight. Trying to dodge the things. Yeah, you really do not get that many lives, do you? I'm on stage 4 and I have 4 lives, which means I got what, 2? Yes, that's why the pagoda allows you to have 2 extra lives, but man, I can't use the pagoda if I want the XJs that are never gonna play. Come on now. How often have I used Rainbow? Like, none. I've had my shift button on playing Senshi like 99% of this game. That's just how it be sometimes. I really shouldn't play like that, but I do. Which is why that challenge run I did as Yomu, where I could barely press the shift button, was quite an ordeal for me to do. I really don't understand how YouTube videos work sometimes, because, like, that video, that 10 Desires video was up for, like, 2 days, and had, like, 7 views. And it's like, okay, that's all that's gonna happen, because that's how it goes for my other videos. And I looked at it again this morning when I was uploading another video, and then it had 10 more. And I was like, where did that come from? The future is still unlikely to change. What exactly are you talking about? The future is already set in stone, down to the very last detail. I have zero idea what you're talking about, but I'm guessing there's something big up ahead. Have you not been listening? Today will go down in history as humanity's final day. If you believe you have the power to change that future, then by all means, try to do so. It's all kind of suspicious. Might be a little more straightforward. Do you wish to reclaim the world you've always known? Excuse me? Your simple ways of living, your days of peace, all of it. Here to solve the incident, just charge on ahead. If you know the correct path, we'll follow your lead. I like how this... I mean, this completely changed. I like how these both lead to the same place anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Like, it matters because it's a completely different stage, but you figured one would be like it's presented as a wrong and right choice, but like, it doesn't matter, because it leads to the same place anyway. I remember the purple one being less of a pain. Well, it still isn't making much sense to me. Should we just keep trekking onward for now? Yeah, let's get on. Let's get a little on. Tell me this looks like a waste of time. So this is the future you've chosen. You may come to regret that future. Except we won't. It doesn't matter. No, it's fine. This is how I always do things. Incident basically exists to be resolved after all. I see. Best of luck. Naturally. No idea why that's the voice I decided to give a character that's, like, personification of a Buddha statue, but that's what I did. So there we go. I don't like being in a corner. Corners are a good place to be. No, they're not. I was about to say that I like the music of the other route more, but honestly, I like this version of the theme quite a bit too, because the two different versions of Stage 5, they're different versions of the same theme, basically. This one's a lot more chill, while the other one's a lot more, I don't know, high energy. I've written words to describe things. Isn't it nice? Like, it's such a spooky location, but the music is just so nice and calming. Man, that part of music is so nice. Let's do this part. Such a nice theme, isn't it? The other theme's nice too. I'll turn up to a cover of it once. A cover I'm particularly proud of because of how much I just basically use the same bit of audio over and over again. Because playing it once was hard enough. But yeah, I think I like this version a bit more. Oh, those musical notes were about to hit me. Hello. This is just exhausting. Are you sure we're headed the right way? Maybe we really did take a wrong turn back there. Indeed, you did. The two of you fell right into my trap. What trap? Did you forget already? You're in a labyrinth. The path branches further with every step. You failed to heed my master's advice, and you were thus fated to end up down here. Your master? So are you another Buddha or hermit or something? Nah, she smells way too earthy to be a hermit. She's lower than you surface crawlers, locationally speaking. At any rate, O guest, this cavern shall serve as a grave for both of you. My apologies for how sudden this may seem, but I shall hereby pluck you to ribbons. You are a yokai, right? Do you have a problem with that? It's just that you don't smell like a yokai at all. How often do you smell yokai, Reimu? Ah, what a remarkable intuition. I'd be a surprise coming from Mihakare Shrine me then. Thanks, I guess. I've taken this form for quite a long time now. But which do I look like to you? A pristine hermit or a blood-soaked yokai? You definitely smell bloody, that's for sure. Totally. I see. It seems my expectations were misplaced. Well, blade challengers, be gone from my sight at once. Oh, as if. If the only way out is through here, then we'll beat you down any yokai on our way. Yeah, get her. Better pitch in too, you know. Reimu Tenchi does 99% of the work. As a final gift for the soon-to-be departed, allow me to play the most beautiful of requiems. It's game over for you. And when it comes to the boss themes, I honestly can't remember either of them, so I couldn't tell you which one I like more. Now, I do wonder what I'm gonna end up doing for thumbnails for some of these videos. It's like, I've already done these videos before, so I can't do my generic thumbnail of let's put every single character that showed up in the game on the thumbnail along with, okay, I'm dead. That sucks! I think I lost like 5 bombs there! Oh no! I had an idea of what to put for the thumbnail for the Dream Watch the World video. Other than that, I don't really know. I normally just come up with the thumbnails on the fly while the videos are being uploaded anyway, so I can't make it in a reasonable amount of time. Who knows what it'll end up being. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I chose this boss, if I remember having less of a hard time with it compared to the other one. And again, I did just die earlier, but also that was because something spawned on top of me and I wasn't prepared for it. It would be nice if I actually managed to win a run without using a continue. I've been using the excuse of me talking for why I've been doing bad, like, but when I played Lit in 4, you know, I managed to beat most runs. But then again, the game also has a million bajillion upgrades, and that you can get hit a bajillion times, so it's probably just the game getting easier as I got more upgrades. I mean, I did that test recording before I started doing any of this commentating stuff. I played Mountain of Faith, and you know, I was able to beat that game while talking, but then again, Mountain of Faith is like, I've played that game so many times that I understand quite a bit of it, so it's not that big of a surprise that I was able to beat that particular game. I wasn't able to beat any others. Whoa, Morty! How many times I've said Morty in these recordings. It's not like a thing I do for comedy, it's literally a thing I do. I didn't even watch Rick and Morty past like the 3rd season. That's how I started with that show. I started watching it during the 3rd season, and then I went, while the 3rd season was going, I went back and watched the first 2 seasons. You know, those seasons were pretty good. And then season 3, you know, it had its hiccups, but it had some good episodes. And then I watched the season 3 finale, and it was so terrible that I stopped watching the show entirely. I have no idea what's going on with that show anymore. But, my Biwa! Some requiem that was. We beat you with plenty of time to spare. Your wimpy music could never stop us. Why are you so fixated on what lies in this labyrinth? Because there's treasure, a future, waiting at the bottom, of course. Very well, perhaps I can place my hopes in you after all. Past this point lies the true source of this so-called incident. An ancient god who once slept beneath the mainland, who enslaved my dear friend, and who we hoped to defeat by moving the ruins to Gensokyo, and... Yeah, enough of the long explanation. If you wanted to stand around listening to people, we'd have listened to your master to begin with. Your music's not half bad, though. You ever consider switching to a more normal genre than Danmaku? I expect arguments over creative differences were ensured, so no. Alright, do you know where the real exit is? There's one right up ahead if you go straight. Alright, calm down and play some more music for us when we solve the incidents. Okay. Certainly, I swear it on my biwa. Off they go! Will it really turn out alright, Master? Oh, this stage theme. And the game crashed!